When the weather cools down, this Bachelor heats up.
He's even more cute in person.
Pilot Pete is taking flight with 30 women. But only one is going to be his co-pilot.
I can't get enough of him. If Peter wants to be in the Mile High Club, I will gladly join in.
Careful, Captain. There's turbulence ahead.
The drama just keeps taking over.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
The Bachelor returns Monday, January 6th on ABC. Come on along to ABC Tuesday nights. This mess, mixed-ish, and blackish.
So cool!
This January, come on along with ABC Tuesday nights.
This year, that slippery snake Nick won't expect that I'm finally catching Santa Claus tonight.
Buy a Google Pixel 4 phone and get a Nest Hub on us.
So that just leaves Mother Rose.
Artist for last. For Mother Rose?
It's perfect.
Another one from Mother Rose?
It's not fancy night out, Rich. It's fancy night in Rich. Life's rich. Ritz.
Save time this season with Drive Up at Target. Just pull up, tap the app, and get everything on your list. So quick, the kids won't even notice. Make your holiday shopping easy and try Drive Up at Target.
Bring in the new year.
You and I are going to watch that ball drop live.
It's Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve with Ryan Seacrest.
Let's go! Happy New Year's Rockin' Eve!
Let the countdown begin on ABC.
Tina Turner musical. More tickets just released. 'Twas a day full of wonder when the Scratch-Offs division ventured out on a holiday mission to witness the joy of Jersey players giving Scratch-Offs to loved ones and neighbors. Oh, what glee. Happy holidays from the New Jersey Lottery.
Private Eye Dex Parios is on the case in ABC's new rollicking caper, Stumptown. She's a smart aleck rogue detective, cleaning up the streets of Portland her way.
Good thing it's trash day.
Stumptown Wednesdays on ABC.
This is an ABC News special report. The House impeachment vote. Now reporting, George Stephanopoulos.
Good evening. We want to go straight to the floor of the House where you see right there the first article of impeachment against Donald J. Trump, the 45th President of the United States, has passed, does have the votes to pass in the House for violating his oath of office, abusing the powers of the presidency. I want to go to Mary Bruce, our senior correspondent there on Capitol Hill. And Mary, for now, at least a very strict party line vote. You just had the first Republican now vote for the impeachment articles. You also have an independent former Republican, Justin Amash of Michigan, voting for impeachment as well. 2 Democrats voting against. Jeff Van Drew of New Jersey, Colin Peterson of Minnesota. That Republican vote, Mary, something of a surprise. Is it Congressman Rooney of Florida? Can you tell yet?
George, that is a complete surprise, and we are still waiting to figure out who has crossed party lines because, of course, Republicans so far have been completely united in lockstep with the president, as we saw during the hours of debate today. All of the Republicans were expected to oppose impeachment. You mentioned there were those 2 Democrats who broke ranks, joining Republicans in opposing impeachment. That is Congressman Van Drew of New Jersey, who has announced plans to actually leave the Democratic Party entirely and join Republicans. And also Colin Peterson of Minnesota, a district that Donald Trump won by 30 points. But as of now, Donald Trump joins the ranks of history as just the 3rd president ever in American history to be impeached, a stain that will forever be on his legacy, George.
Second article of impeachment we voted on next. That's for obstruction of Congress. John Carl, the president, had been holding his votes in line completely. As we said with Mary Bruce there, a Republican voting against, a bit of a surprise. But Congressman Rooney if it is indeed him, is retiring.
He is. The White House had been expecting that there would be not a single Republican defection. Francis Rooney of Florida is somebody who had been quite critical of the president, specifically on this issue of his actions towards Ukraine. But, George, the White House, the president, his people have known for some time that this was an inevitable conclusion, that he was going to get impeached in the House. They believe it is just as inevitable that he is going to prevail in the Senate in a Senate trial, that he will not be removed from office, that it will be overwhelmingly against removal. And you can mark my words on this. The president, who is rallying right now in Battle Creek, Michigan, will look towards that trial in the Senate as complete and total vindication. Exoneration is the way the president will look at that, not at the stain that is on his record because of the impeachment vote in the House.
Remarkable split screen tonight. The president speaking to a rally in Battle Creek as the House votes on that first article of impeachment. A second article is coming up. We'll be back with that in a moment.
This has been a special report from ABC News.